Et tu, Brute? Caesar. Liberty, freedom, tyranny is dead. Run hence and proclaim, cry about the streets. Some to the common pulpit and cry out, liberty, freedom, and enfranchisement.
People and senators, be not affrighted. Fly not, stand still, ambition's debt is paid. Where's Publius?
Here, quite confounded with this mutiny.
Stand fast together, lest some friend of Caesar should chance.
Talk not of standing, Publius. Good cheer. There's no harm intended to your person, nor to no Roman else. So tell them, Publius.
And leave us, Publius, lest that the people rushing on us should do your age some mischief.
Do so, and let no man abide this deed but we the doers.
Where's Antony?
Fled to his house amazed. Men, wives, and children stared, cry out and ran, as it were doomsday.
Fate, we will know your pleasures, that we shall die. We know, 'tis but the time, and drawing days out that men stand upon.
Why he that cuts off 20 years of life, cuts off so many years of feared death?
Grant that, and then is death a benefit. So are we Caesar's friends that have abridged his time of fearing death? Stoop, Romans, stoop, and let us bathe our hands in Caesar's blood, up to the elbows, and besmear our swords. Then walk we forth, even to the marketplace, and waving our red weapons o'er our heads, let's all cry, peace, freedom, and liberty.
How many ages hence, but this our lofty scene be acted over in states unborn and accents yet unknown?
How many times shall Caesar bleed and sport, that now on Pompey's basis lies along, no worthier than the dust?
So oft as that shall be, so often shall a knot of us be called the men that gave their country liberty.
Soft! Who comes here? A friend of Antony's.
Thus Brutus did my master bid me kneel. Thus did Mark Antony bid me fall down. And being prostrate, thus he bade me say, Brutus is noble, wise, valiant, and honest. Caesar was mighty, bold, royal, and loving. Say I love Brutus, and I honor him. Say I feared Caesar, honored him, and loved him. If Brutus will vouchsafe that Antony now safely come to him and be resolved. How Caesar hath deserved to lie in death, Mark Antony shall not love Caesar dead, so well as Brutus living, but will follow the fortunes and affairs of noble Brutus through the hazards of this untrod state with all true faith.
Caesar is a wise and valiant Roman. I never thought him worse. Tell him, so please him come unto this place. He shall be satisfied, and by my honor depart untouched.
I'll fetch him presently.
I know that we shall have him well to friend.
I wish we may, but yet I have a mind that fears him much, and my misgivings still fall shrewdly to the purpose.
Here comes Mark Antony. Welcome, Mark Antony.
O mighty Caesar, dost thou lie so low? Are all thy conquests, glories, triumphs, spoils shrunk to this little measure? Fare thee well, I know not, gentlemen, what you intend. Who else must be let blood? Who else is rank? If I myself, there is no hour so fit as Caesar's death hour, nor no instrument of half that worth of those your swords, made rich with the most noble blood of all this world. I do beseech ye, if you bear me hard, now while as your purple hands do reek and smoke, fulfill your pleasure, live 1,000 years. I shall not find myself so apt to die. No place will please me so, no mean of death, as here by Caesar, and by cut you off, the choice and master spirits of this age.
O Antony, beg not your death of us. Though now we must appear bloody and cruel, as by our hands and this our present act, you see we do. Yet see you but our hands, and this the bleeding business they have done. Our hearts you see not, they are pitiful, and pity to the general wrong of Rome. As fire drives out fire, so pity, pity. Hath done this deed on Caesar for your part. To you our swords have leaden points. Mark Antony, our arms in strength of malice, and our hearts of brother's temper, do receive you in with all kind love, good thoughts, and reverence.
Your voice shall be as strong as any man's in the disposing of new dignities.
Only be patient till we have appeased the multitude, beside themselves with fear, and then we will deliver you the cause, why I, that did love Caesar when I struck him, have thus proceeded.
I doubt not of your wisdom. Let each man render me his bloody hand. First, Marcus Brutus will I shake with you. Next, Caius Cassius, do I take your hand. Next, Decius Brutus, yours. Now yours, Metellus. Yours, Cinna. And my valiant Casca, yours. Though last not least, in love, yours, good Trebonius. Alas, what shall I say? My credit now stands on such slippery ground that one of two bad ways you must conceit me, either a coward or a flatterer. I love thee, Caesar, oh 'tis true. If then thy spirit look upon us now, shall it not grieve thee dearer than thy death, to see thy Antony making his peace, shaking the bloody fingers of thy foes? Most noble is the presence of thy corpse. Had I as many eyes as thou hast wounds, weeping as fast as they stream forth thy blood, it would become me better than to close in terms of friendship with thine enemies. Pardon me, Julius. Here was thou bade, brave heart. Here didst thou fall, and here thy hunters stand, signed in thy spoil and crimson in thy lead. O world, thou wast the forest to his heart, and this indeed, O world, the heart of thee. How like a deer stroken by many princes dost thou here lie. Pardon me, Caius Cassius. The enemies of Caesar shall say this. Then in a friend it is called modesty.
I blame you not for praising Caesar so, but what compact mean you to have with us? Will you be pricked in number of our friends, or shall we on and not depend on you?
Therefore I took ye hands, but was indeed swayed from the point by looking down on Caesar. Friends am I with you all, and love you all, upon this hope that you shall give me reasons why and wherein Caesar was dangerous.
Or else were this a savage spectacle, our reasons are so full of good regard, that were you, Antony, the son of Caesar, you should be satisfied.
That's all I seek, and am moreover suitor that I may produce his body to the marketplace, and in the pulpit, as becomes a friend, speak in the order of his funeral.
You shall, Mark Antony.
Brutus, a word with you. You know not what you do. Do not consent that Antony speak in his funeral. Know you how much the people may be moved, but that which he will utter.
By your pardon, I will myself enter the pulpit first, and show the reason of our Caesar's death. And when Antony shall speak, I will protest. He speaks by leave and by permission. In that we are contented Caesar shall have all true rites and lawful ceremonies. It shall advantage more than anything do us wrong.
I know not what may fail. I like it not.
Here, take you Caesar's body. You shall not in your funeral speech blame us, but speak all good you can devise of Caesar, and say you do it by our permission. Shall you not have any hand at all about his funeral? And you shall speak in the same pulpit whereto I am going after my speech is ended.
I do desire no more.
Prepare the body then. Follow us.
Oh, pardon me, thou bleeding piece of earth, that I am meek and gentle with those butchers. Thou art the ruins of the noblest man that ever lived in the tide of times. Woe to the hand that shed this costly blood. Over thy wounds now do I prophesy, which like dumb mouse do ope their ruby lips to beg the voice and utterance of my tongue. A curse shall light upon the limbs of men. Domestic fury and fierce civil strife shall cumber all the parts of it. Blood and destruction shall be so in use, and dreadful objects so familiar, that mothers shall but smile when they behold their infants quartered with the hands of war. All pity choked with custom of fell deeds, and Caesar's spirit ranging for revenge, with Ate by his side come hot from hell, shall in these confines with a monarch's voice cry, Havoc! And let slip the dogs of war, that this foul deed shall smell above the earth, with carrion men groaning for burial.